So this is what's happening for those of you who just get into part 2 of YouTube for Eddie Marcus in his efforts to try to tell you that God has sent a message to you that you are on a path to hell, and you're getting there by those who say they are speaking to you about God. And I've been giving out some information about the things that I've done in relationship to getting that message to you. Now here I have an article that was written January 18th, 1984 from St. Paul, Minnesota. It's from the St. Paul Insight News. The article heads, Why I Wanted to Be Mayor of the City of St. Paul by Eddie Marcus. It says, St. Paul, for a lot of people, has been a very productive city. But at the same time, over the past several years, there has been a constant increase in criminal activity. Crime is up, domestic violence, assault, burglary, robbery, and rape, etc. I predict an obvious increase in the same kinds of crimes this coming year, the next, and the next. There will be an increase because the solution to these problems have not been addressed in the past administration of Jim Scheibel, and the new administration of Norm Coleman will do likewise. Neither individual had or has an answer. This will become clear when some of the federal economic programs such as NAFTA kick in. In my opinion, many people will lose their jobs, which is nothing new to minorities. However, it will be white people losing this time. This act alone will increase hatred amongst the people because the system has programmed the people to blame one another while it keeps on usurping. As your mayor, I would have been there to defend your interest and settle for nothing less. Can you imagine having the voice of the city behind the mayor? Here's an example of what I mean. My campaign manager is disabled. He was railroaded out of his residence by Wilder representatives who were empowered by the courts. Now, as if that isn't bad enough, this man filed a claim with Social Security over a year ago. 6 months ago, he had an appeals hearing where it was determined he has a compensatory disability. He was told he could expect payment in 90 days. It has been 6 months. He hasn't received a penny. He's moved around from shelter to shelter or walked the streets all night long when the shelters are full rather than be a burden to others. The coldest night of the year, he sought shelter between the buildings downtown. How long should this continue? If it's long enough for the system to turn this innocent man into a criminal, you the people will pay. Yet the new mayor says the answer is more police, more jails, and stiffer penalties. When the effects of NAFTA sets in, and many white brothers and sisters lose their jobs, unemployment runs out, they can potentially become criminals as well. So I say to you, your color does not make you right or wrong. Your money does not make you special. But compassion will teach you that people rank above the systems. As your mayor, I would have called forth the greatness that lies dormant in all of you. Norm Coleman and the next governor's ideas are as old as the white man himself. It's his system, and he ain't about to change. In my opinion, the citizens of St. Paul have been had and will continue to be so until we change the system. A white man, a black man, or any other man would act the same under the present system. I am for change of the system. That's why I wanted to be your mayor. Now, keeping it right on, I want to get this information out to you because I want you to know how long I've been out here. Now, here's an article from The Village. This article was written on Tuesday, September 14th, 1999, front page of the Insight News. And it says, Anti-Poverty Crusader says he's ready to go to jail for the cause. In the spirit of Robin Hood, Eddie Marcus has taken money from the rich and given it to the poor. Eddie Marcus, a self-proclaimed anti-poverty crusader in the spirit of Robin Hood, who stole from the rich and gave to the poor, may be on his way to the dungeon. If the modern-day sheriff of Nottingham, a.k.a. the Ramsey County Attorney's Office, has anything to say about it. Marcus says he deliberately committed a crime, as he has done many times in the past, to bring attention to what he considers the inhumanity of poverty. Ramsey County has charged Marcus with the theft by misrepresentation stemming from Marcus' failure to stop drawing over $3,000 worth of unemployment benefits after he found a job. Marcus, 50, originally from Mississippi, says illegally taking unemployment was the one thing that was open to me at the time. I couldn't think of anything else to do. I couldn't kill anybody. And as far as talking to people, I could talk to the poorest people out there, and they don't have any interest in doing anything about poverty. They don't know what to do. Marcus says he has been trying to draw attention to poverty for over 22 years. He considers poverty as inhumane as slavery. He confesses, I have committed a lot of acts against the government, nothing serious. In 1981, I was in the military and accepted a court-martial after I found out some of the things that the government was lying about. And it goes on to another page, but I'll leave it there just for sake of time. Now this, here again, is another article from another newspaper. And this is from the Spokesman Recorder from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And it's the heading of the article says, Marcus aims for Senate. Candidate promises fulfill dreams, answer prayers. By Isaac Peterson. And this article says, I want to show people a different expression of love, is how Eddie Marcus explains his reason for running for the United States Senate as a write-in candidate. Marcus, a political independent, decided to run when current Senator Paul Wellstone announced that he would run for a third term after declaring that he would step down after 2 terms. Marcus says, I don't trust the politicians we already have. And his campaign literally asserts that America requires a change in our way of thinking that reflects itself in our politics. Marcus is a social activist with 27 years of experience. His main affiliation being with the group Paradise on Earth Unlimited, an awareness group. He is running with no party affiliation and is not running in affiliation with any other candidate. His campaign is largely faith-based. His campaign literature states, my respect for God influences me to appeal to you at this time and offer you the fulfillment of your dreams, the answer to your prayers through your change of will. His campaigning has been limited to appearances at churches instead of using the media, and so on and so forth. I will not go further. I just wanted to introduce that part to you. And what you have seen that has been crucial in everything that I have said here is that the campaign has been about God. It has been about God as the solution to the problems in which we share. And though you see Marcus, I have run for public office speaking about God to all of the people, the Republicans and Democrats and Liberty Party, Green Party, Tea Party wasn't here at the time. But all of these different people got folks within their organization say that they are children of the loving God. But no one in any of these parties, not the party platforms themselves, have any compassion for people all across the board. So Marcus, me, is out there speaking all across the board for those who love God, because God made us all and God is all across the board. But at this point in time, Marcus still stands out there alone. And I'm going to stop just for a second to go and change this YouTube tape so you can have a chance to continue this presentation.